Hello guys, my name is Jenny K. I hope this is streaming to YouTube because this is my first time and I wouldn't be surprised if I wasn't at all. So I hope it is. I actually don't know, so I'm gonna just hope it is. Usually we have like people who do these types of streams have like cool music going on and stuff like that. Yeah, I can't do that. Not a professional here. As you can tell, because this is my first stream. Anyways, for those of you guys who want to get in touch with me, my Twitter is silvermoon1022. That's SILVERMOON1022. Please feel free to tweet me at any time. So today I'm actually going to go over the tutorial for Urban Survival. It is a relatively new Chinese audio game. And if you guys will excuse me one second, I'm going to DM my friend and see if I'm streaming. Okay, I just asked him if I was streaming. Anyways, so it is a relatively new Chinese audio game, and it's a life sim. So you get to choose from different characters, and then you can choose different life careers you want to take. We have like um, security, business person, nurse, ranger, um, other stuff like that. And we will definitely go into that as we start the game. But I actually just want to go over first of all how the game, like how to get the game and how to set it up, because I noticed people who do these tutorials, they like do these tutorials on these awesome games, and then it turns out that I don't know how to get them. Um, Okay, sorry guys, I told you something was bound to go wrong. My friend was telling me that it wasn't working, and then of course it was. So, such is life. And I'm sorry for that. Like I said, this is my very first stream I'm ever doing on YouTube, so things are gonna be a little rough around here. If I do another stream of another game, if you guys want me to, I'm sure that things will be a lot smoother. But as it is now, it's kind of rough and tumble. Then again, I don't know if anyone's listening besides my friend, so there that goes. Anyways, okay. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna actually go through how you set the game up because um see, that's my Skype. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna go through how like these games work. I mean, how do you set them up? Because I see these lovely tutorials of these awesome games that are amazing, right? And the tutorials are professionally done and it's amazing, right? But no one ever goes through how you install the game. And on a game like Urban Survival, which is a Chinese game, and if you do not speak Chinese, it can be a bit complicated. So first you have to get the game, and if you ask me where I can get the game, I'm literally just gonna give it to you because I don't know where you get the game. I'm just gonna be honest about that. I have no clue. I got it from my boyfriend, and that's all she wrote. So I actually don't know where you get it, but once you get the game, so for JAWS users, you guys are gonna need NVDA, unfortunately, because there are certain things that you're gonna need. The first of them is going to be Say Tools, which I think it just makes certain things work. Oh, I'm getting a call. Give me one second. Oh, hello. Hey, Annie, what's up? Sorry, guys, that was my sister calling. Of course, when you do things like this happens. I'm sorry about that. So, anyways, yeah. So when you're gonna need Say tools, and you're going to need NVDA for JAWS users. Unfortunately, because, like I said, you're gonna need certain things like Clip Reader and Clip Copy, which is Clip Reader is actually a file on its own, and it's a plugin for Say tools, I believe. Clip Copy is an NVDA add-on, so you will definitely need NVDA. You'll need Say tools, and you'll need QTranslate and QTranslate patch. If any of you guys are actually interested in playing this game, and if you go ahead and tweet me at any time, again, it's Silvermoon1022, then I will be willing to give you those things, because I know it's quite a lot of things. And you're also going to need a local emulator, which makes your system, or makes the game think that your system is the language that it's supposed to be. So you're going to need that, to make it so that the Chinese characters and everything kind of visually and, I guess, in audio appears correctly. And that is my friend. That is my friend direct messaging me. So he's actually given us the link, and I will go ahead and put that on Twitter after the stream, for anyone who is interested. So yeah, once you get all of that, and that you just need to install most of those things. For the local emulator, you just need to go into your exe file, click on your context menu, go to local emulator submenu, go to modify application, and change the language instead of to Japanese to Chinese. It's not like Chinese Mandarin or anything other. It's just like straight out like Chinese. You'll see it's like the first option. It's straight out Chinese. Once you do that, whenever you want to launch the game, you can't do it normally like normal human beings and hit enter on it. No, you gotta go into the context menu, go to local emulator submenu, and then click on run with application profile, and that will run the game. So without further ado, I am going to start the game, and I'm going to walk us through making a character, how all of that works. Currently, I have an NVDA dictionary in my speech dictionary folder, that was made by one of the friends in our Skype audio group, and so it has actually made it so much easier to where we don't need to translate quite as much. There's still things that need translation, obviously, but not quite so much. So we are going to go ahead and start the game. Okay, so the game is loading right now.
欢迎来到都市道，时产与听游天下的同仁们正恭候大驾，请耐心等待游戏载入。
And it takes its sweet time, but it will load eventually. Come on, game, you can do it. Oh, there it goes. Alright, now, what we do here, so there that says, so we're going to hit your Alt key, and it's going to go to File, we're going to arrow down, and go on New Game. Some of the other options here is Continue Game, Select Game Sub-Area. I actually do not know what that does. Hide main interface. Not sure what that does either. Exit. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and click on New Game, because we're going to go through the tutorial itself, the character creation and everything. So I'm going to click on New Game. Okay, so it's asking me to enter a nickname, so my nickname is going to be Rihanna. And I'm going to set my password. And I'm going to type it in again. Okay, so now I'm at the menu where I can select the character I want. So I'm actually just going to go through each item. I believe there's like 8 male characters and 5 female characters or something along those lines. So I'm going to go ahead and go through all of them.
Male, mid single mind, physique 26, force 18, mother 14, comprehension 12, adult 12, courage 24, appearance 10, black 12. Male, majestic looking flank, physique 15, force 18, mother 12, comprehension 17, adult 18, courage 25, appearance 15, black 13. Male, rich kids, vision battle, physique 15, force 12, mother 11, comprehension 22, adult 12, courage 13, appearance 18, black 25. Male, physique 13, force 14, mother 18, comprehension 23, adult 20, courage 14, appearance 11, black 15. Male, smart first intelligence, physique 14, force 13, mother 13, comprehension 26, adult 19, courage 14, appearance 14, black 15. Male, gifted, remarkable craftsmanship, physique 15, force 18, mother 26, comprehension 18, adult 14, courage 16, appearance 12, black 12. Male, Neil much more courageously, physique 18, force 20, mother 12, comprehension 12, adult 18, courage 26, appearance 12, black 12.
And as you can see, some of this translation isn't great, but it's actually taking from the MVDA dictionary. I'm not translating any of this right now. Later on, when I do have to, I will show you how it's done. But currently, this is just running from the game dictionary. And I mean, obviously, some work could be done, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good, and it does save you from having to translate. So here we go.
Male, having stature, strong and capable, flexible, physique 13, force 12, mother 14, comprehension 22, adult 26, courage 14, appearance 14, black 13. Male, all steady vision experience, physique 16, force 16, mother 20, comprehension 20, adult 16, courage 16, appearance 12, black 12. Male, natural action, skill, water, physique 15, force 13, mother 24, comprehension 24, adult 16, courage 12, appearance 12, black 12. Male, young members of the family holding facial language generations, a person with exceptional ability or striking appearance, physique 15, force 13, mother 12, comprehension 23, adult 15, courage 15, appearance 20, black 15. Female, unruly, impulsive, impatient, physique 15, force 16, mother 12, comprehension 15, adult 22, courage 20, appearance 16, black 12.
And now I've reached the female characters, so I think there's about 5 of these. I'm going to go ahead and run through those.
Female, sister and ruthless, all the charity, physique 14, force 18, mother 16, comprehension 22, adult 15, courage 16, appearance 15, black 12. Female, petite and lovely, lively and lovely, physique 12, force 12, mother 12, comprehension 24, adult 24, courage 12, appearance 20, black 12. Female, green lady, liberal and dignified, physique 14, force 12, mother 14, comprehension 20, adult 15, courage 14, appearance 22, black 17. Female, talented and beyond the average person, excellent as a male colleague, physique 13, force 12, mother 16, comprehension 26, adult 14, courage 20, appearance 15, black 12. Female, once close with covered all jewels and valuable buttons, ability is good enough for the aristocracy, physique 17, force 14, mother 13, comprehension 18, adult 16, courage 13, appearance 15, black 22.
Okay, so those are all the characters, so I'm just going to go ahead and choose one. The one I chose last time was actually number 3.
Female,
I'm going to do this one just for fun, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and enter on this one.
Please select your initial occupation.
Okay, so now it's asking for initial occupation. There's 5 occupations. I'm going to go ahead and go through them all, and then we will choose one.
1. Security staff, belong to, official career. 2. Salesperson, belong to, business community. 3. Nursing workers, belong to, medical education. 4. Renter, belong to, all corners of the country. 5. Punks, belong to, the mafia.
Okay, so those are the 5. Now, I am told by a friend who does speak Chinese that the ranger career you cannot do unless you speak Chinese and have some knowledge of the culture. Just because of the way some of the things, the tasks that you're given, because there are like quests and tasks on this game, and just because of the way that they are inherently Chinese. I don't really know how else to explain it there. I mean, because my character is a nurse, but I'm told rangers are just inherently Chinese, so there's no actual way to, like, translate them, I guess. There's no real way to translate it so that it keeps its meaning. And I guess I'm told a lot of the stuff has to do with Chinese culture itself. So, he suggested that you not do ranger, that it is just far too difficult. But any of the 4 careers work out pretty well. I have a friend who chose the punk one, the black marketing and stuff like that. I got a friend who did security. I myself chose nursing. So you can actually choose whatever you like. I'm going to actually go ahead and choose nursing just for fun because this is what I do. And then we will start the game. Okay, that's going to talk in Chinese for a second. I don't know why that's doing that, but it is. And hopefully we will be connecting in a minute. Any minute would be nice. Yay! Okay, it worked. Okay, so the first thing we're actually gonna do is I'm gonna okay, we're gonna actually let this lady talk because this is what she's gonna do. Unless you speak Chinese, it is not really that important on what she is saying because I to this day do not know what she's saying. And I got through the game just fine, so we're just gonna sit here and let this lady talk. Hopefully the game will not freeze up. It has a tendency, when you first create your account and you first connect, it has a tendency of freezing or crashing, so hopefully that does not happen. If it does, I will just reinitiate the game and start that again, so hopefully that will not happen. Okay, yeah, I think it's definitely... Yes, it's definitely crashed. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just X out of this. And I'm gonna just reinitialize it.
Question my life. Context properties. Rename activity. Create copies. Copy sentence results. And no column changes. Menu. No column index. No column index. Run Japanese. Run application profile. My life. 2.50. Message. Dialog. Space. Continue loading.
And I'm actually getting a DM. It's probably from my friend.
欢
Let me
迎
check
来
real
到
quick.
都市大。
TW. Welcome to team.
时产与听有天下的同人们正
Oh, he says the game
My life.
will crash if you move during the person's speech. Well, I wasn't moving while they were speaking, but
New name. NCCR. Continue name.
it happens.
My life. 2.64. Edit plan. Select in the end. Password dialog. Please enter name password. My life. 2.64.
So I'm just gonna reinitialize the game. Hopefully it will work for us. The server for this game, guys, is unstable, so sometimes you will have connection issues, and sometimes you'll just have things like you'll have levels, and sometimes when you like launch the game, you'll not be okay. Like for example, if you're level 9, you might launch the game and look at your character sheet, and it might show that you're like level 8 or 7, sometimes even no level at all. And all you really have to do is reinitialize the games, just start playing all over again. Sometimes it crashes, sometimes it errors, but this is actually a beta version. It's not, you know, the final release of the game, so there are still some issues that need to be worked out. But there's nothing really that can't be fixed with just restarting the game. So okay, this person stopped talking, so I'm gonna try and move. Okay, good. So, all right, so it actually didn't crash, which is good. So right now, I'm gonna actually move back. I'm in the plaza, and then I'm gonna move again. Okay, Novice Center. So this is actually where we need to be to start the tutorial. Everyone should start here. I've known people who didn't know about the tutorial, and they kind of went around willy-nilly, and it kind of messed them up, so don't do that with your game. Just go to the Novice Center, start the tutorial off the bat. It's going to help you a lot. So here we go. Okay, so as you can see, if you hit enter on any square, so like Novice Center, any square, you can actually see the NPCs that are kind of hanging around here. And you can just see them. And then if you want to, like, I guess, interact with one of them, you just hit enter on them. Okay, and you can see how much HP they have.
1. New message. 2. New equipment. 3. New items. 4. New sales.
Okay,
5. New
so we're going to go ahead and click on view task. And that's going to make that noise. And then to actually know what it says, you're going to do a Control-Alt-Backspace. And then, for some reason, guys, with Q Translate, you can't actually translate stuff in the window. It's the game window itself. So you're gonna you gotta Alt Tab out of it. Okay. And then. Okay, so that's what it translated to. And to know how to translate, it's Control comma for key translate. So that's the quest. So we're actually gonna go to see this person. Invited. Okay, so to check your coordinates, you just hit the space key. And what that will do is that will take you to the map, and you can kind of see the layout of the, like, see I'm moving it around. See? And then this down here is where you are right now. That's like the you are here mark on the map. So that's how you do it. And then let's say like you wanted to know where the novice inn, the coordinates of the novice inn, so you just want to hit space on that. And that shows that the inn is at X4 or Y4. So you can actually look on a map to see where you want to go. And then if you actually find the place you want to go, you just hit space on it. It'll tell you the coordinates. So we're actually going to go ahead and talk to this dude. Okay, so this dictionary says Men of God, but actually if you hit F12 on this, and then you Alt-Tab, and you do a Control comma. Okay, well. See, it tells you the thing that you're supposed to do. So it actually translates differently with the dictionary and with the actual translation. There's actually a little bit of gap, I guess, a little bit of discrepancy there, but I mean, it's not a big deal. To copy anything, guys, you just hit F12. You may or may not hear the beep that you just heard. I don't know. Like, some people hear it all the time, but for me, it's like hit or miss. Like, I might hear the beeping noise, and then, like, sometimes I'm copying something, and I'm doing it real quickly, and I don't hear it at all. So it's very much hit or miss, but it still copies, regardless of whether you hear the beep or not. Just in good faith, if you just hit F12, it will do it. So anyways, I'm gonna go hit enter on this guy. Okay, he's going, whoa, okay. So, okay, well, I guess he already gave me the task. Hold on, I'm gonna see. So, to check if you have a task, you're gonna hit F2. And then this is actually your character sheet, like, if you want to see what items you have or whatever. If you want to see your stats, it's going to be on there, option 1. And I'm going to go down to option 5 to see my tasks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so I have one, so I'm going to hit space on here. So, this, see, and then I'm going to hit space here. So, when it's like this, guys, when it's multi-line, what you need to do is you're going to select all with Control A, and then Control C to copy it. And that copies it to your clipboard. And then if you do a Control comma just straight in the game window, it will actually translate. No, if it decides to behave. Okay, so it says I need to go see the school, the classroom, the school. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go there right now.
1 people. 6 people. 4 people. Center, 5 people.
Okay, so this is the school, as you hear. And we're gonna hit enter on here. And then it's gonna go through all the NPCs. Okay, and then we're gonna click on the classroom. Okay, so I made that little bling noise, so that means I made it there. So now I'm gonna go back to the dude.
Center, 4 people. 3 people. 6 people. Road, 2 people.
Okay. Talk to the dude. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, he already gave me the task. Okay, so then,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
we're gonna go here. And then do Control A, Control C again. Come on. Okay, so we're gonna go talk to the chef. So, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to our west. Boop, boop, boop. And we're gonna go north, and we're here, see, we're at the restaurant. A lot of, like, different places have different ambient noises, guys, if you haven't noticed. Not all of them, but some of them do, it's kind of great. And sometimes you can actually listen for them. Like, the restaurant is pretty loud, so you can actually listen for it and know if you're close or not. So we're gonna go ahead and enter here. And that's the chef. And he's gonna talk to me. He talked to me. Okay. And I'm gonna go here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so he told me the specialties. I know that sometimes Google Translate mangles it a little bit, but it works out. So you go here, and you talk to this guy again, and he's gonna make that noise. Okay, and then you're gonna actually go to your task.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so he actually wants me to go to the restaurant and buy covered rice. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move this way, move back here. Okay, so then when you want to interact with items, usually items like cabinets, lockers, restaurant counters, shelves, anything is usually towards the end of the list. So usually when you enter a building or whatever, you're gonna hit enter and you're gonna see all the NPCs, and then you're gonna see all the like other stuff like animals and corpses and stuff. I mean, you might not see them in that order. Sometimes you'll see corpses first. Actually, you do see corpses, and then you see NPCs, and then you see animals and stuff. Anyways, if you go all the way to the end of that, generally you'll find the thing you need. So we're gonna hit enter here, and I'm gonna air it down. Okay, and the restaurant counter, I'm gonna click on this. See? Okay. And then we're gonna arrow down to look for the thing we need.
1. Team become 2 yuan. 2. 5 nice today 5 yuan. 3. Serve 5 noodles and vegetables 10 yuan. 4. Nice 15 yuan. 5. Spicy hot pot 12 yuan. 6. Tin pan beer 5 yuan. 7. Healthy nice line 15 yuan. 8. Turtle 30 yuan. 9. Now bacon 60 yuan.
Wait, why don't I see it?
8. Turtle 30 yuan. 7. Healthy nice line 15 yuan. 6. Tin pan beer 5 yuan. 5. Spicy hot pot 12 yuan. 4. Nice 15 yuan. 4. Nice turtle nice. 4.
Yes.
Cover nice 15 yuan.
So, like you just said, this just says rice, but if I actually hit F12 on here and I do an Alt Tab and then I do a Control Comma, that's actually what they're looking for.
3. 4.
So I'm
Nice
gonna
15
buy
yuan.
it by hitting Enter, and it makes that little noise. Okay, and then we're gonna exit out of this by hitting Escape, and then we're gonna go back to the guy. Escape twice, go back to the guy.
No. 1 people. No.
Hello,
3 people.
guy. Okay,
List
now
no
we're gonna talk to the guy, and he's gonna eat. He made the little noise. Okay, and then we're gonna go F2 again.
1, 2, 3, 4,
This.
5. You now have the
This again.
1. The remaining 22, 72 minutes. So you come back. Come to the next slide. Zero. Double life. Out of the time. Life in the mouth. Yes. Yes. Assessment. Digital. Digital. Chicken. The amount is also very fast. Still. Oh. Last 1 VR. Come forward. Multiply the rest of the volume. My appetite is limited. But anyway, how to read simple. Percent 2 minutes. Like. Slide to cover the nice damage. Return the night. Most active. Is 100. And you can wait for some time.
Okay. So what that pretty much is saying, and I know that it's a little garbled, like I said, with the Google Translate, so I'm gonna kind of help you guys here. He pretty much wants you to eat the food. He's saying that if your hunger is over 100, which it definitely can be, and I'm gonna show you how to check that in a minute. It definitely can be, then you can't eat the food, you kind of have to wait. But if it isn't, then you can eat it, and I'm gonna show you how to do that in just a second. So, first of all, I'm going to show you how to check hunger, because that's going to be important, because eventually your HP is going to start like dropping down for no apparent reason. And that can be for one of 2 reasons. It can be because you're hungry, actually 3 reasons. You either got into a fight and you didn't come out too well, that happens. You're hungry and you need food, and that's going to raise your HP. Or you're not warm enough and you're dropping HP because you have a cold or something. So the way you're going to check hunger actually is you're just going to hit F2, and then you're going to arrow down, view a message, and we're going to arrow down this whole little thing here.
Introduction. Female sex stage 15 type 1 type. Occupation missing workers. Level 1 experience 0 40 potential 500. Foreign prestige 0 foreign currency total have 0 consume 0 deposit 0 cash 1485. Society 90 warmth retention.
So it says satiety 19, warmth 90, warmth retention 25. So what that means is I'm 90% full, so I can probably eat right now. I don't need to, but I can. And I'm holding 25% warmth, so not very much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to eat, finish this task. So we're going to go to option 3,
1, 2, 3,
view items.
Okay,
and it's going to say 1 rice, and you have 1 of them, and you're just going to hit enter on it. And I made that cool little noise, right? Okay, and then we're going to talk to this guy again. This one. And he made that little bling noise, right? Okay. And then we're going to go down here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hit this. Come on, translate. Okay, so.
1. Uniform. The remaining 22 70 minutes. Have you also go pay attention to the body well. Use the core. Exercise the body and nourishing pieces of equipment and the aerial piece. But later always have a self-defense time. Now the equipment source is 500 and and supply and then away when people see the long to the most successful 70 equipment for have to pick up the way. Click to enter the equipment menu. Type in equipment and then press the return to the
Okay. So he wants us to go get a bamboo stick, equip it, and then put it down. And my friends, yes, I know it is a shortcut, but I don't often use it just because I don't know why. I don't. You can, and I did show you guys the ttutorial backspace thing. I just don't use it. I don't really know why. Anyways, okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go to the equipment shop. Okay.
There we go.
And my character is burping because she's full. Okay, and then we're gonna enter on here. And like I said, anything that you want to buy from, you're gonna find that towards the end. Okay, equipment library, we're gonna enter on that. And I actually know which item it is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,
Okay, we're gonna need to buy that, so we're gonna enter on it. Okay? And then we're gonna exit out of this. And then I'm gonna show you how to equip things. So we're gonna go to F2. And then option 2 is view equipment. Bamboo stick. And we're gonna hit enter on that. And it makes that cool little voop noise. Okay. And then he wants us to put it back down again, so we're gonna enter again. And we're done. Okay. Now we're gonna go out of here.
Motor center, 3
Out
people.
of here.
Piazza, 5 people.
Out of here.
Motor fortune house, 5 people.
Okay.
Road, 3 people.
Back to this
Road, 3
dude.
people. List, road, mailbox, west, people.
And he's gonna give us another task.
Oh, I'm people, there are you. Third mile. Oh, I can see the method, but the there are 7 high, the special skills, learning of the cattle, and the people, people, sitting on camera, ninja, the machine, 1 to find them, finish 4 by 4, good people, 6 by 4, ninja, 6 by 7, machine, 6 by 7, click on the skill stars, next lesson, and learn, and the southeast corner of the village, the southwest corner of the lake, the west corner of the hills, the routines, remember to follow the order, come back to find me, also remind you, learn to turn the wall up to the sun, you can get all over the place, press the CTRL, press the CTRL, roll the task, I said too much, and if you want to see what I said, well, you can also find the task, you have to find the origin of the task, and then press the space bar to open the voice of you, and will show the completion of the task.
Okay. So this is actually a really long task. And what I'm actually gonna go ahead and do, I'm gonna get Notepad open and paste this in because quite frankly I can't remember all the places I'm supposed to go. Okay. So I know I'm supposed to go to the inn, so we're gonna go ahead and go there first. Very excited, let's go to the inn. And we're gonna look for the person we need. Yes. Okay. So the thing that says boss is the pig boss that you're gonna need. And we're gonna hit enter on him. And then to learn a skill, we're gonna go to option 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, use skills. Following up, skills, continuous skills. A fundamental nose, NFD,
And we're gonna hit the B, fly over walls. And there we go. Okay. Success. And then I know there's one in the martial arts place.
2 people. 3 people. Fortune house, 5 people. Piazza, 4 people. Center, 6 people. House, 6 people.
And as you can see the coordinates. I'm only going there because I know this is where it is. But when I first did this tutorial, I actually put it in Notepad as I just did, and then I just went to the coordinates themselves. And you guys can do that too. Like I said, if you want to know the coordinate of anything, you just hit spacebar on it, and it'll tell you. So I'm gonna hit enter on this dude. Am I supposed to do this guy?
1, 2, 3, 4. Use following weapon invisible. A, D, and level.
Yes. Okay. There we go. Okay. So I wasn't sure if he was the one. Okay. I know I'm supposed to go there, and then let's see. Side, duration, side, task of completion. I can, must be, method, finish. Several, they will be a lot of special skills, learn new after cattle, be, and they are, boss, army, good, people, city, win. Shout, another, game, up, Yoshida, new, 1, 2, time, 10, pin, in, X4, good, people, in, X6, X6Y4. Better my life, 2.50, better my life. Selected. Oopsies. Okay, X6Y4, so X8Y7, so I gotta go 2 to the west, and then 3 down. 3 to the south, actually. Oh. Okay, 4 down. 5 people. 2 people. Exchange, 5 people. 2 people. There we go. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4. Use it for okay, learn that skill. And then where is it? Hold on. X6Y7? In the auction house? Okay. Okay, so I learned all 4 skills, and I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. Okay, so yeah, okay. So you learn all 4 of those skills, and then the next part of the task is to go the southeast corner of town, the southwest corner of town, and the northwest corner of town. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Invited, I can get invites. Where am I right now?
Road. 1 people. Road. 1.
Go this way, and then
Road. 5.
go to the east. Okay. Now to hop over a wall, we're gonna have to hop over this wall. We're gonna do a control and then the arrow. So this wall is to my right now. So we're gonna do a control right arrow, and it makes that little noise. I don't know if you heard it. And we're at the roof right now. And then we're gonna hit enter.
List roof left.
And
My
flower bed. Okay. So you didn't hear anything. It just has roof total have and then this blank line. That will happen with items, guys. You just have to take it on good faith that you're on something because a lot of Chinese characters, screen readers don't read them. All you need to do is what I just did is F12, Alt tab over, and do a control comma. So we're gonna hit enter on this, and I made that little noise, which is cool. All right, now we gotta make our way to the southwest corner of the city. So we're gonna move, hop over this wall, hop over this wall. Okay, we're in the lake now. And there's this item here. I'm gonna F12 it. Reef, okay. And we're gonna hit enter on that. And I made that cool noise, right? Okay, and then we're gonna go to the northwest corner. So we're gonna just keep going north. Hop over this wall. Hop over this wall. Okay, we're on the hills right now. We're gonna hit enter. And F12 this. And it says Rocky. I think it means rock, but who knows. Okay. We hit enter on that, so now we have all 3 items. So now we're gonna go back to the dude at X5, Y5 and talk to him.
Road. 1 people. Road. 3 people. Road. X5,
Yep,
Y5.
here he is.
List.
And he made that little ba-ding noise, okay.
List road. 2 people. List 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You now have 1. 1.
Okay. So he wants me to go back to the original dude we started with that sent us to him, so we're gonna go back there.
Road. 2 people. 7 people. He has 4 people. Center. 4 people. List user.
And he made that little cool ba-ding noise, okay.
List center. List 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You now have 1. 1. 1. 1. The remaining 20 to 60 minutes, so you have completed all the tasks of the stage. You are able to shout and say, you think the light will be of use to you, basic value, and then more. First of all, for the remainder of the make this fighting, to make the world, you must make money out of finance, using now, this is the same money as the bank. This will only interest, and someday you encounter a road, the cash will hold money, but the moment of the bank money, you can always extract it. Come back, now you try to deposit 1 month to the bank, I teach you a way to find the bank, this is space, you over the map, and then by the end of the night, the public places to switch, customers to the bank, after you the nearest coordinates, after you go to the bank, to 5 ATM machines, this will come after your permission can be.
Okay. So he wants us to go to the bank, essentially, and I'm gonna actually give you guys a little tip on how to find buildings. If you hit space, the stage is the map, and then we're gonna hit the end key. Oh, that's the first one. And it tells you it's at X3, Y4, so we're gonna go there. Okay, we're here. Alright, and then we're gonna go arrow down until it says ATM machine. And it's gonna take us to an edit box. And we're gonna type in 100, because that's what the task said to do. And it makes that little cool noise. And we're gonna go back to the dude. And then he made that cool little noise.
List 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You now have 1.
Translate!
1. Uniform. The remaining 20 to 59 minutes. There we go. But the minimum is to save. Use some pocket investment. Will give you the opportunity to get now you buy some stock to the network. Stock exchange to buy your own.
Okay. So he wants us to buy stock, essentially. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit space. And look for the stock. Here it is. X7, Y4, so we're gonna look for it. Here it is. Okay, we're gonna click on dealing desk here. Okay, so it actually doesn't matter which stock you buy in this actual tutorial bit right now. It just matters that you buy stock, so we're gonna click on here. And then it's gonna take you to an edit box, and we're gonna type in 100, and then make that cool little noise. So then we're gonna go back. And talk to the guy again.
List of center. Use side
And he made that cool little noise.
List of center. List 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You now have 1, 9 minutes. 1, 4. 1, 4. 1, 4. For the remaining 24 minutes, we now addition of money abilities to improve their also very important. You need to constantly improve their force, understanding, spiritual powers, and mental attributes. So, the upgrades, the ability will have a more significant increase. Now you go to the step to the martial arts practice. Look at the physical point of practice. Put in movement and look at the practice of physical fitness of the line. As long as you can experience the power.
Okay. So he wants us to practice physique, essentially. So we're gonna go east, like he said. And then we're gonna enter on here. We're gonna click on practice room. And it's gonna make this cool noise. And you can actually promote different things. Okay, we're gonna click on physique. And you guys get to watch me fail as I try and do this. So the way this works, guys, is you hit enter, and you're gonna hear like a noise of a car coming towards you. And when you do, like when it gets really loud, I don't know if you guys can hear this on the stream, but you can't, and that's okay. It's gonna get really, like, not really loud, but it's gonna like start quiet and then get louder. And when that does, you're gonna hit the space key, and it's gonna make this noise. Like if you're not at the right place, it's just gonna do this. But if you're at the right place, it's gonna make that crashing noise. See, like, okay, and then like that. See? Okay. So we're just gonna keep doing this. Hold on a second. My friend is DMing me. He wants me to press space once. I don't know why. I don't understand this, but okay. I don't understand how we're doing this, but okay. Apparently I'm just supposed to hit it once, guys. Not sure why, but apparently. Okay, yeah. My friend Nuno knows this game so much better than me. So I just had him dictate 9 out of 10. I think he's listening to me streaming. I think he's the only one listening to me streaming. I don't know. So we just keep doing this until the end of time, until the thing says to stop. Oh, well, he's... He says the reason you only hit it once is because when the car's really far away and you hit space, you're missing your target like I'm doing right now, and you're losing potential. Which is what I'm doing right now, essentially. Yeah. I'm not very good at this, guys. There we go. Yeah, I don't do very well. So apparently on how well you do on these depends, I guess. Like, if you do really well, you lose less potential. And if you don't do so well like me, then you lose more. Which I didn't know until now, so. Things we learn. So we just have to keep doing this. I know, this is very boring. But I think this is the second to last task. And the last task is about as annoying as it's gonna get. So, yeah. It is. It's about as annoying as it's ever gonna get for a last task. I don't know why. Okay. So that means it completed. We're done. So then we're gonna go back over to the west. And he's gonna give us another thing.
List 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You now have 1, 9 minutes. 1, 1, uniform. The remaining 24 minutes. Well, all you minutes. I want to do the last task. There is no one stealing chicken meal. Kill the people on. And it's funny to find out the evidence of stealing chicken is more practical. You must be where it is. I know I walk around, but I teach you a bit. There's space puzzle you have. When you see a place there are animals, so there must be meals. It's possible. I'm looking for criminals. In addition, you can ship message with information. So that if you wheel on your side, you can hear them. Find the wheel after finishing your top of the side menu. Your current skills. Of course, you will only basic questions. Press the carriage to turn the line. The lighting process. Press 5 physical strength both sides. So you must do basically from the horizon to the physical strength.
Okay. So essentially, he wants us to find the weasel.
List 4 people.
Hold on, I'm gonna get some water, guys. Hold on. Okay. This is actually one of the last tasks to the tutorial. So the way you want to do this, and the easiest way to do it, to be honest, is you want to go around, and when you hear like this, okay, well there's no animals here, but like this, you want to hit enter, and you want to hit the character of what your name starts with. So if your name is Emma, you want to hit E. You just want to go around, because apparently, like, I don't know why, but like the weasel that you're trying to kill, excuse me, I'm talking while I'm doing this. Apparently, like, the thing you're trying to kill has your name on it. I don't really know why, but it does. So, yeah. You just want to wander around and look for it. So, this is one of those annoying things, guys, where it can be anywhere. Hold on, my friend is DMing me. Yeah, so it's something like your task weasel, so it has your name in it. So you just gotta wander around and look for your name somewhere. And hopefully you'll find it. And you just kinda wanna look for it. So all I'm doing right now, guys, is walking one tile, hitting enter, looking for my name, hitting enter, looking for my name. That's all I'm doing, guys. Nothing special. And I can't find it. Of course. Of course. I said I heard like an animal growling. Okay. So, I'm gonna follow the advice my friend gave me once upon a time, which is go to the corners of the town. So like go to the lake, to the roof, and as you're doing so, look for them. I'm looking right now. And I can't find it, obviously. But we're just gonna keep looking. Oh, my friend's leaving me. No, I didn't hear the footsteps. If I had heard the footsteps, I would have gone after it. No, I didn't hear the footsteps. Apparently there's footsteps I'm not aware of. I can't find it, guys. And I really want to do this task for you guys, because this is like about as annoying as it's gonna get. Yeah, this task is about as annoying as it's gonna get. But I can't find it. I'm working on There's an animal here, but it's not the animal I want.
List Miata cover HP 65/65. 10 people/64.
Okay, I need
List
some
mode.
water. Hold on.
Most restaurants. 7 people. List most guest. Avoid dealer chef. Restaurant counter. Restaurant counter 1. Steam 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Further 2. Most list 1, 2, 3. New item. Miata there is 1. Further 2. 1. Further 1.
Okay, there we go.
Miata cover HP 65/65. 10 64/64.
There we go.
List
Okay,
most
my friend is DMing me.
TW. MP.
Yeah, I know I'm out of MP. I just brought some music. I know. Okay. Guys, I cannot find this stupid thing. I really wish I
List
could.
mode. 2 people. Mode. 2 people. List mode. List mode. Intersection. 1 people. List intersection. Mode. 2 people. Department. 1 people. List of. List of. Mode. 1 people. Mode. 1 people. LT 10. 5 people. List LT 10. List LT. Mode. 1. Mode.
So, this task is about as annoying as any task is gonna get.
List 10 people. Mode. 4 people. Mode. 1 people.
Unless you're a nurse, in which case you do actually have to wander around looking for people.
Building house. 20 household.
You're not really gonna find
List plus land. List plus land.
to be honest with you.
Mobile stock exchange. 7 people. List mobile stock. List mobile stock.
Dude, I cannot find this.
Mode. Mobile stock office. 3 people. 1. List mobile stock.
Oh, wait!
I
found it.
1 level.
So this is how combat works in game.
8 fundamental closed. 1 level. Reality deal level 8 fundamental closed. 8 fundamental closed. 1 level.
And you just keep hitting enter on basic boxing. And you just try
8
and
fundamental
kill
closed. 1
it.
level. 8 fundamental closed. 1 level. 8 fundamental closed. 1
Just
level.
trying to kill it right now, guys.
List mobile stock office. 3 people.
Okay,
1
so
item.
I killed it. So from here, what you need to do is you need to hit enter on here.
List mobile stock office. Closed. Reality deal level
This,
4.
click on the corpse,
Reality deal level 1, 2, 3.
click on view items,
Reality deal level 1.
click on the chicken bone.
Reality deal level
Enter on that.
35.
Alright.
18/18. List mobile stock office.
Now, what we need to do is we need to go F2,
1, 2, 3.
view items, chicken bone. Do not hit enter on this. If you hit enter on this, you will eat it. And if you eat it, it is very bad for you because it will not respawn and you'll have to do the tutorial all over again. It is very bad juju. Don't do it. Hit space, arrow down to pick up, and we're gonna hit enter. Okay. And then we're gonna come here to the novice center, and we're gonna talk to this guy. And he's gonna be happy. He better be. Okay, so he wants us to go back to the end and get sleep. So we're gonna do that.
3 people. Mobile house. 5. Mode. 4 people. Mode. 7 people. Mode. 2 people. Mode. 1 people.
I'm missing
Mode. 3
the...
people.
There we
Mode.
go.
8 people.
Okay.
List mobile guest. Show the budget. Reception.
Okay, go to guest room. Okay, we're gonna hit enter on that. And it's gonna make the little point.
List mobile
Okay.
8 people.
And we're gonna get out of that.
Mode. 8 people. Mode.
Go back to
3 people.
center.
4 people. List mobile center.
And it makes that really cool noise. And to actually know what he said, we're gonna do Control Alt Backspace. And then we're gonna switch Windows. Okay. And then what you need to do, just keep clicking on him. Just keep clicking on him. Just keep clicking on him. He's just being stubborn. Just keep clicking on him. Yep. Just keep doing it. Eventually, he'll give you your reward. Just keep clicking on him. Yeah, I don't know for how long we have to do this, but we do. It's gonna make like a noise when he's done. It won't make a noise. It'll just like, I forgot. It'll like just make you talk to him. But right now we just keep clicking on him. Oh, are we done? Yes. Okay.
Well, I can assure you, you can check my customer receipt reward and enter the position out in the southwest position. This is
Oh,
the
yeah.
List most user. Also, you will possibly comment most user. Most user. Shaitan, HP 25,000/25,000, MP 20,000/20,000. Well, I'm going to you can find me and find users you can receive rewards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Click on him. He's going to give you the reward. Okay. And then if you do Alt Control Backspace, and then it will tell you what your reward is. If I can. Oh, so I got up to level 2. Essentially.
4, 5.
Okay. And that concludes the tutorial, guys. That's essentially the end and be all of it. And when you actually, I'm gonna go ahead and okay. Yeah, so that's pretty much the whole tutorial, guys. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to contact me. Ooh, what was that? My Twitter is silvermoon1022. That's SILVRMOON1022. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. This is actually, like I said, my first stream for those of you who are tuning in late, and you know. So I know there were a few rough spots here and there. I apologize for that. And like I said, don't hesitate to ask me any questions. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and I will see you guys later. Bye.